Welcome to 13 News at 5. Months of anticipation boiling down to these final hours. Last-minute decisions being made as voters decide who they want to lead the country for the next 4 years and call this building on your screen home. Good evening. I'm Brittany Hardaway.
And I'm Derek Bain. Thanks for joining us tonight. Our top story, the impending election, a top-of-mind priority for all Americans, bringing with it a lot of stress. Now, it's an issue felt across the aisle and in independent voters as well, with a recent poll showing 77% of people face serious stress over the future of the country. The numbers are similar for both Democrats and Republicans, coming in at 79% and 80% respectively. One expert with the poll tells NBC that it's greater than the last 3 elections, with ads and candidate rhetoric top of mind for people paying attention.
And that stress is being felt here in the state line, with some voters telling 13 WREX that was a driving factor to cast their votes early.
And 13 WREX's Emily McMinn has more on managing your election anxiety.
As the window to cast your ballot gets smaller and smaller, some state line voters say their anxiety over the outcome is only growing, including resident Roberto Vargas.
The stress definitely makes it like a little bit of a whirlwind for like a month out. Like, I've been worrying about this election for the last 2-3 months, just watching the candidates as they've been going to all of these battleground states.
This stress doesn't translate to everyone, as some say now is the time to continue the push to make their voice heard.
Not so much, right? It's our honor to vote. It's our duty to vote. So I'm just excited to get it over with, and one less thing to think about.
Vargas says this stress is not new for him this election cycle or in previous ones, especially due to personal factors that weigh in.
The stress, it feels like every single election now is like holding the weight of the entirety of my family. Personally, as a child of immigrants, I'm a first generation. So there's a lot of rhetoric spouted by a lot of different candidates.
For Rockford voter Ken Hugel, he says the anxiety of the actual election is now behind him, but it will continue for now as we all wait on the results.
The choice was pretty clear for me, so I didn't have, the only anxiety is, waiting for all the election outcome results. So.
And Vargas feels the same stress of that wait, but understands this is all a part of the process.
It's definitely anxiety inducing to have like that week or a couple weeks after where they're still counting mail-in ballots, where they're still counting overseas ballots and making sure that they have everyone accounted for. It's very stress-inducing. It's a little frustrating, but I understand that it's a process.
Reporting in Rockford, Emily McMinn, 13 WREX.
And 13 WREX also spoke to Four Corner Wellness Center, who provided some tips on remaining in a positive mental state as the election unfolds.
Yeah, some of these tips include keeping yourself grounded, including limiting your time seeing political information on TV and social media.
Well, more